Welcome everyone to this new session of microwave engineering. In the last sessions, we have seen strip line type of transmission line and micro strip line type of transmission line. Now in this session, we will see next type of this transmission line, that is coupled lines. These are also called as transmission line couplers. Okay, what is a coupled line, which is also called as transmission line coupler? When two transmission lines, remember each transmission line has a two wires, so two transmission lines will have four wires, so it becomes a four port network in that case rather than a two port network, because each transmission line will have a two port network, so two transmission lines will have a four port network. So when there is a four port network transmission line, then it is a coupler. Okay, when two transmission lines comes in proximity to each other, one will couple power from one line to another line. Okay, that's why they are called as couplers. So whenever we require to double the power or increase the power during the propagation, then we use couplers. When we want to divide the power or decrease the power, then we use power dividers. So power dividers, power couplers, direction couplers, these will come in the second module. We will see about them in detail in that module. Let's talk about general concept of coupled lines in this particular session. So due to this proximity, it will modify the electromagnetic field of the propagating wave. When waves are propagating at microwave frequency through the strip line or microstrip line, when there is more than one strip or microstrip, then this proximity will modify the electromagnetic fields, and because of modification of EM field, it will also affect the, or it will also alter the characteristic impedance of the transmission line, because change in the electromagnetic fields will change the voltages and currents involved with that field. So when voltage and current is changed, automatically characteristic impedance of the strip line or micro strip line will also change, because we know impedance is function of our voltage and current. Okay, so on your screen you can see three types of coupled lines. Two of them are strip line coupled lines, whereas one is microstrip coupled line or coupled microstrip and coupled strip line. So how they are constructed, as you can see, this is a coupled strip line, which is also known as edge coupled or planar coupled strip line. In this case, as you can see, two strip conductors, these are the two strip conductors. This can be made up of copper or any other material. These are the conductor of electromagnetic waves. Okay, microwaves. These are the conductors of voltages and currents at the microwave frequency. These two conductors are spaced from each other via spacing S, and they are inserted inside a dielectric substrate of width B and dielectric constant epsilon r. So these two strip conductors are side by side to each other. Okay, and the spacing between them is S. This is edge coupled. Another possible geometry is broadside coupled, or it is also called as stacked coupled. This is in case of strip line only, because strip conductors are inside the substrate. Okay, in the broadside you can see one strip conductor is placed above the another strip conductor. The spacing between these two strip conductor is S, width of strip is obviously W, and a substrate having height of B and permittivity or dielectric constant of epsilon r. This is broadside coupled. Okay, then in case of microstrip line, where strip conductor is placed above the substrate, you can space two strip conductor apart from each other with the spacing of S, with substrate height of D and dielectric constant of epsilon r. So here in this diagram you can see the geometry of coupled lines, that is transmission line couplers, in case of strip line as well as microstrip line. Now how does this affect? As we have said, one strip conductor will be provided energy, that is applied voltage or excitation, and applying voltage or excitation to one conductor will generate or couple the power generated to the another conductor which is not excited with any excitation. So this coupling is done from one conductor to another conductor. So let's see its equivalent circuit or geometry. Generally speaking, we find that these transmission lines are capacitively coupled. Okay, that is, it appears that they are connected by a capacitor. So you can see in the diagram this C11 and C22, these are the two strip conductors replaced by C capacitors. They are just representation, they behave as a capacitor, and these are connected to each other by another capacitor C12. So C12 is nothing but capacitor, virtual capacitor present between these two strip conductors. Okay, if the two transmission lines are identical in size, then C11 is equal to C22. So normally these two conductors are equal in length, so that's why C11 is always equal to C22. If that is the case, then plane of circuit symmetry exists. That means substrate will be exactly divided between two parts. Each part will contain one strip conductor. So how it will look like, let's see. So you can see three-dimensional diagram, equivalent diagram. A substrate which is shown over here. This is a substrate. This is a geometry of a strip line bisected in between, or you can call it as a microstrip coupled line, uh, where strip conductors are above the substrate. You can call it like that also. So in that case, what happens? The strip conductor is denoted by C11 and C22, and they are coupling the energy via capacitor C12. But because of symmetry, we can divide these two parts into several separate areas, and capacitor C12 will be divided into half. So its equivalent capacitance will be 2C12 for each part of the coupler symmetry. So note that C12 has been divided into two series capacitors. Since capacitors are in series, their values will be 2C12. 2C12 in series with 2C12 gives you C12, not 4C12. Okay, these are capacitors. So we know formula for equivalent capacitor, a 1 upon C equivalent will be 1 upon C1 plus 1 upon C2. So that's why 2C12 plus 2C12 equal to 1C12 in case of capacitor, because they are in series. Okay, so this is a general representation of how these are coupling the power or energy capacitively. Okay, so in the let's wait. Okay, so to analyze this behavior, we are dividing the equivalence of this particular coupled line into two modes, odd mode and even mode. Now this odd mode will carry, as we know, strip line or micro strip line, primarily being strip line. Strip line is a TEM type of transmission line. That means strip line carries only TEM modes. Okay, so which TEM modes it carry? It carries odd and even TEM modes. So the analysis of this coupled line can be divided into two parts, odd mode analysis and even mode analysis. So if the incident, what is odd mode and what is even mode? Let's see. When do we see odd mode of the TEM and when do we see even mode of the TEM? If the incident wave along the true transmission line are opposite, that means magnitude of two are equal, but their direction, that is phase, will be 180 degree out of phase, then virtual ground plane exists at the plane of a circuit symmetry, as you can see here in this diagram. Here virtual ground plane is shown over here. This is because voltage is having plus V and minus V, equal in magnitude but opposite in direction. Phase is out of phase. So in that case, the equivalent capacitance per unit length of each transmission line in the odd mode is given by C odd, that is CO, here it is shown, is equal to C11, this is shown here, this we are considering only half part, C11 plus 2C12, okay, or C22 plus 2C12. If we are talking about this half, C11 plus 2C12, and if we are talking about this half, then C22 plus 2C12. So equivalent capacitance per unit length in the odd mode is given by this formula. Therefore, if capacitance is changed, it will obviously change the characteristic impedance. So characteristic impedance of odd mode is given by Z0 odd, this is denoted here, subscript is Z0, subscript is 0, and superscript is O for odd. Although both look like same, they are not same. Superscript is O, subscript is 0. Okay, it is given by square root of L by C odd, that is this one. Okay, L is a inductance, equivalent inductance of the transmission line, and C odd is a capacitance of the odd mode. Okay, this happens in case of odd mode. Then what happens in case of even mode? So when do these transmission line carry even modes of a TEM? If the incident wave along with two transmission lines are equal, that means not only in magnitude but also in phase. They have equal magnitude and equal phase. As you can see in the diagram, both strip conductors are showing voltages of plus V. They are in phase. So when this case happens, then it is said to be carrying even mode, and then a virtual open plane is created. See here. A virtual open is created at the plane of circuit symmetry. So what happens because of this? What will be the capacitance of each half of the coupled line? Note that two C12 capacitors have been disconnected now. There is no connection towards the ground or towards the excitation directly. So, and thus capacitance per unit length of each transmission line remains only C11 or C22. As these two are disconnected, this will not be considered. These are open circuited. So, on the left hand side, equivalent capacitance is given by CE. In the even mode, subscript is E. CE is given by C11, and on this side CE is given by C22. So that impacts your characteristic impedance as Z0 E1. Superscript is now E. Z0 E1 is given by square root of L divided by now CE. Now CE will be greater than your CO, that is C odd, because it is having only one value, that is C11 or C22. Okay. So this is even mode analysis of the coupled line. Analysis rather than analysis, I will call it as a equivalent geometry. So let's look at the values of C11 and C22 for a broadside coupled strip line. For the broadside coupled strip line geometry, assuming height of a substrate much greater than width of a conductor, that is V is too much greater than W, and width of a conductor much greater than spacing between two conductors S, the fringing fields can be ignored. So assuming that there are no fringing fields, let's determine even and odd mode characteristic impedances. What will be the value of Z0 and capacitors for such geometry? The capacitance per unit length is given by, for broadside parallel lines with width W and separation S, is given by C is equal to epsilon W upon S farad per meter. Okay, 1 meter unit length is considered, then the capacitance is given by epsilon W upon S. W is the width of a strip conductor, S is a separation between two conductors, and epsilon is a dielectric substrate's permittivity. It ignores the fringing fields. Okay, C11 and C22 are formed by the capacitance of one strip to the ground. Thus, the capacitance per unit length is given by C11 or C22 is given by 2 epsilon 0 epsilon r. Epsilon 0 is a permittivity of the free space. Sorry, into width of a strip conductor divided by B minus S. Now, why B minus S? B is the height of a substrate and S is a separation between two conductors. Now C11 and C22, as you can recall from, or as you can see in this diagram, C11 and C22 represents the strip conductors. Their value is not only dependent on separation between them but also dependent on the surrounding substrate material also. That's why the formula is derived to be this one. It is also in farad per meter. And the capacitance, virtual capacitance between the two conductors, that is C12, is given by taking out the value of 2 and the height of a substrate, because substrate is not part of this virtual capacitance. C12 is given by epsilon 0 epsilon r W divided by S. W and S, width and spacing between the conductors. Width of a conductor and spacing between the conductors. So this is about C11, C22 and C12. So let's see how this impacts our characteristic impedance. So characteristic impedance has to be considered for even and odd mode. So for the even mode, characteristic impedance is given by Z0E. E stands for even. Is given by 1 upon Vp, that is phase velocity. This is general formula, 1 upon Vp into C. C is a capacitance per unit length in the even mode. Now it can be given by eta 0 B minus S divided by 2W into epsilon r. Derivation we are not interested right now. Phase velocity is given by our general formula, speed of light divided by square root of epsilon r. So for the even mode, the electric field has even symmetry of the center line and no current flows between the two strip conductors that we have seen in the previous geometrical representation. There is an open connection, so no capacitance between the two conductors. Here you can see in the even mode, you can see in the even mode there is no connection between two, and that's why there is an open connection shown over here, and that's why equivalent capacitance is C11 or C22. Both are equals, that's why C is equal to C11 and C22. They are not connected. For the odd mode, there is a connection between two and it is grounded. So equivalent capacitance can be C11 plus 2C12 or C22 plus 2C12. So because of that, the characteristic impedance can be given by Z0 odd 1 upon phase velocity into equivalent capacitance of odd mode eta 0 into 1 upon twice of width of a conductor into square root of permittivity of the substrate into 1 upon B minus S plus 1 upon S. This is the formula. Okay, so if there is a problem regarding calculate characteristic impedance of a broadside coupled line, then you can use these formulas and find out the characteristic impedance in odd mode and even mode. How to design the entire coupled strip line or coupled micro strip line, that is how to design a coupler, direction coupler or a strip line coupler, coupled line coupler, that we will see in the second module, because it is a part of second module, direction coupler. But for simple problems like I find out characteristic impedances of a coupled lines, you can use these formulas. That's all for today. In the next session, we will see impedance matching circuit, how to develop them using lumped elements as well as distributed elements. Till then, goodbye. Thank you for watching this.